It's just weird. Also, if the women in the background of these videos need to be women who are still fertile.
NANI?
Dynamite! Hey, all right, let's go. Let's talk about Lindsey Graham, old bitch ass. Yeah. Lindsey, you a bitch. Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Cheryl. This is Identifier. And if you could kindly like, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff, it'd be great. But Lindsey Graham is a bitch. And a lot of people are going to sit here and say, well, hero, don't be like that. Don't stoop to that. No, go fuck yourself. All right? You feel me? Clap. I ain't here to try and please people that don't fuck with me. We got to stop doing that. Stop trying to appease people who don't give a fuck about you. When people sit here and try and say you need to find a way of finding common ground with Republicans. No, Republicans got to find common ground with me because they shit is underground. Stop stooping to other people's level. Stay in your level. Stay in your promise. And Lindsey Graham would benefit from this because here are a few times that Lindsey Graham has said one thing and then done another.
You know how you make America great again? Tell Donald Trump to go to hell. He's a jackass, and he shouldn't be commander-in-chief. He's a race-baiting, xenophobic, religious bigot. Donald Trump is the most unelectable Republican I've seen in my lifetime. I'm not going to try to get into the mind of Donald Trump. I think he's a kook. I think he's crazy. I'm not supporting Mr. Trump. But, you know, some of the things he was saying, I thought was incendiary and unhelpful. But now he is now the commander-in-chief.
And all it took was one golf ride trip to change all that shit. It's amazing. It's amazing how fickle people are. But I mean, politicians, professional liars.
I said he was a xenophobic, race-baiting, religious bigot.
Yeah. Is he still on those things?
Right now, this is such an iconic picture right now because he's sitting at a table. But this is also how this is also how the media double dips, right? Back in 2018, whenever this 2016 or 2017, whenever this recording took place, was it say 2018 up there? In 2018, when this was done, Lindsey Graham was still trying to remove Roe v. Wade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 women all at the desk, and I'm pretty sure they probably brought it up about his voting on the matter. But all 5 of them sitting here smiling in liberal America at the View table with the most iconic old-ass white women, old women in general. Whoopi, God bless you. And he's sitting there as an ally. He looks like a good guy. So we can't be, he should not be at this table, regardless of the fact that he's going to come here and talk bad about Trump, because ultimately he voted on every single bill that Trump proposed and he voted in favor of it. So stop letting snakes into your circle, right? He didn't do nothing for us. He didn't do nothing for us to be inviting him to the cookout. This is the equivalent of inviting people to the cookout off of just telling a joke. And then they go and snitch to the police that y'all had Uncle Pookie and them back there smoking weed.
In my view, he is my president and is doing a really good job. Deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and then some. Trump has made it possible to win. I'm going to stand with President Trump.
Lindsey Graham is really small.
President Trump should not concede. I am all over this. I am not backing off. In the presidential race, I have no confidence in the outcome. If you're not fighting for Trump now, people are not going to fight for you. There's a civil war brewing. I don't really accept the outcome of the Georgia election. I'm glad President's challenging these systems. Mail-in voting will destroy conservatism if we don't push back.
I want you to send a signal the squad can understand. They're going to roll back everything President Trump has done, and we're not going to let them. We're going to fight for those who fight for us.
fight the fighters you have here. Well, it's important for us to know that Lindsey Graham is, so like, why am I showing you this, right? Because I want to preface it by saying, like, we know that Lindsey Graham is a piece of shit, but we have more proof of this. And it's always important to get proof. Lindsey Graham, Republican, South Carolina, flip-flops from saying states should regulate abortion to saying federal government should. So for all you that don't know, he basically, when Roe v. Wade was being overturned, he bragged and yelled and said that this is a states' right thing. The federal government shouldn't have a place in it. Here we go again.
The issue of marriage, and states should decide the issue of marriage, and states should decide the issue of abortion. I think we should have a law at the federal level that would say after 15 weeks, no abortion on.
Can I just say, whenever I see a black person behind a white person being puppeteered as a prop for dismantling something that will be of that will do them no justice, it's just weird. Also, the women in the background of these videos need to be women who are still fertile. Can I clap it there? Dare I say, if you can't have kids, maybe you shouldn't be talking about if other people can, what other people can do with their kids. In general, I don't know if that's a triggering statement, but if you are like menopause and all your eggs have fallen out of you, maybe you shouldn't have the right to say what's going on with somebody. I don't know. Maybe that's controversial, but stop using old racist white women who want to be accepted as a ploy here. But basically, should regulate abortion, saying that the federal government should. Today, the senator, South Carolina, introduced a 15-week nationwide abortion ban, which is an abortion ban that would only affect. This ban was kind of weird because if it goes in federal, it wouldn't hinder state laws. So this is the crazy part about this, and it won't make it to the floor as long as we maintain either the House or the Senate. But the thing that's kind of crazy about this is, if, say, for example, Texas, they have no abortion no matter what, this law wouldn't supersede that. States' rights that have stricter laws would continue to have stricter laws. This is mostly attacking blue and purple states that don't have laws on the books. Furthermore, he's using verbiage that is very dangerous, like long-term pregnancies or something of that nature, which has been used to appropriate or make people believe that 15 weeks is too late term abortion. That's not true at all. While there are some provisions in this for people to be for rape, incest, and things of that nature, it ultimately shouldn't come down to
On demand.
So, in my eyes, I'm just like, okay, whatever. Lindsey Graham's been flip-flopping since pancakes been flipping. What's new? Ultimately, this just needs to be a rallying cry, especially for women and people who claim to be advocates of women, to go out and vote so that states in situations like this don't continue having classes. Go support the women, especially ones at your local strip club.